What's going on, everybody, and welcome to J Sports Seattle. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Seahawks. Uh, that was a close one. That was scary. I was not gonna lie, that was low key kind of scary. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about the game, just to go over some stuff and talk about the game. So if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Seahawks and Seattle sports content. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. Oh, also, after this video, I'm going to be making a Mariners video because we clinched the division. I need to talk about that. So, but yeah, let's get on with the video. So, this game was, we got the win. That's all that matters. Like, we're 3-1. The goal is to stack wins. But it was scary. We had control majority of the game up until those final, few minutes. The defense kind of let off the gas a little bit. And we gave up entering the fourth quarter. I think they still only had 6 points. So we gave up 14 fourth quarter points, which is not going to sit well with Mike. He's going to be furious at his players. I mean, obviously he's not going to go ham and absolutely berate him, but he's going to talk to him and be like, hey, got the win, but you guys got to do better. Basically, I know that's what he's going to be basically saying to his team. And I know they got to do better too. I mean, especially I will say this: Devin Witherspoon. I got his jersey on right now, but he kind of got cooked tonight. Not gonna lie. But to be fair, this is the first time I've really seen him get cooked in a while. Like most of the time, I don't really see the ball thrown his way. But he did get cooked by MHJ a little bit. Harrison was giving him some work tonight. So yeah, Witherspoon. I'm not going to hold against Witherspoon though. Everyone has a bad game every now and then. It happens. Other than those last couple, he gave up that touchdown. I thought he played well overall. He just, he gave up a few key plays, and even that touchdown he gave up to Harrison, he was glue to him. He literally barely missed the ball. Like he could have easily batted it down, but he barely missed it, and it was just a good throw by Kyler and a great catch by Harrison. So, but the second catch, yeah, he kind of was playing out of position, and he kind of sold himself because he thought Harrison was going to keep going, but instead he came back, and that kind of caught him. It was a shoulder fade, so that kind of caught him off guard, and he couldn't get to the ball in time. But other than that, I thought Witherspoon played okay. Like I said, that touchdown, he was tightly covering Harrison, but Kyler made a good throw, and Harrison made a good catch. So that's good D, better O is what they say in basketball. Same thing here. But I do got to talk about his counterpart and his running mate, Tariq Woolen, man. Look, I like the guy, I really do, and a lot of the times he does his job, but this right here might be probably one of the worst games he's had. On top of that game against the Niners, this is another really bad game by him. He had, I believe, 4 or 5 penalties, which led the league. He led the team in penalties today. Not okay. He had 3 pass interference calls. Not okay. And there were some of these pass interference calls he just did not need to be holding him because the D line. I remember there was one pass where there was the one deep bomb that Woolen got a PI called on him. That ball was too deep. Kyler overthrew him, but yeah, he still felt like he needed to hold on to him. That was not cool. The other one that I remember off the top of my head was the one where he had a PI near the end zone that put it at the 7 or 8 yard line. The ball was thrown into the dirt because the D line got to him. It affected his throw, but he didn't look at the ball. Instead, he kept grabbing onto him and holding on to him. And I don't know, man. I feel like I like Woolen, but the inconsistency is probably gonna cost him his job here in Seattle moving forward. Especially with Darion Kendrick playing well and Josh Jobe playing well. There's a chance he could be shipped out of here, or we might not just sign him in free agency. We'll see though. It's week 4. So we'll see what happens. He has a lot of time to clean it up. I'm sure Mike and him will go over with him and tell him, hey, you got to be more disciplined. So, but he did have a bad game today. This is the second pretty bad game this year. The Niners was the first one, and this one was pretty bad. So, but hey, we got the win. Another, but I will say another thing that I'm still really worried about, albeit I will say this: I just was not happy with the run game today. Actually, I take that back. 155 yards was actually really good. 4.4 carry. It's just my thing was going into that drive where we did 3 straight run plays in field goal territory. That was not a that was a blunder. That was a massive blunder by Clint Kubiak. You do not run the ball there. You put the ball in your quarterback's hands, who has played very decisively and very well tonight. Why would you take it out of his hands? He clearly shows that he knows what he's doing, and he just need a few more yards. And he missed that field goal, obviously, and it led to Myers missing that field goal. I mean, Myers could have made the field goal, but we could have easily even converted that. And yet we ran the ball 3 straight times. They stopped it all 3 times. That's a play calling blunder on Clint Kubiak. I understand what we are trying to balance the run and passing game. We're trying to run the ball more, but you got to understand when it's not working, and you got to understand the situation that you're in. You got to understand situational football there. And Clint's got to put the ball in Sam's hands, who was playing magnificent throughout the entire night. But other than that, I mean, I thought Clint called a good game. I just think that drive there, he did not do well. He blundered pretty badly. But I thought, Clint played an okay game. We were explosive when we needed to. We, check downs were nice. Short to the intermediate passes were good. The play calling was solid overall. It wasn't like last week, but it was not bad. It was just that drive where that really could have been really bad if we didn't win this game. But 155 yards on the ground is really good, albeit most of those yards came in the first half, I believe. So, but receiving, we did pretty well. 242 yards. JSN leading the team again, showing why he's wide receiver 1. And he had that clutch catch to put us in field goal range. This dude is an all-pro. He is an all-pro. Even if he only finishes with 6 or 7 touchdowns this year, this dude is an all-pro for sure. Because he constantly shows up and he's constantly getting big chunk plays. I mean, he's averaging 19.8 yards per attempt. Per attempt. That's abnormal. And that dude is just insane. I want to give a massive shout out to Elijah Arroyo too, man. That catch he had in our territory to Moss, I think it was the linebacker. That was an amazing play by him, and he's using that size in his hands to make that play. That was really cool. Barner had some nice catches in the first half. He had that touchdown pass that Darnold threw a dime. Walker had that one nice long catch. Coop had a few catches. He got involved a little bit. Bobo had that one catch. We got everyone involved. So this is what I like to see. We're spreading the ball out. We are not forcing it all to JSN. The thing I noticed is even though JSN didn't have any targets in the first half, that's both a good and a bad thing. Bad for JSN because he's not getting any targets and getting any receptions, but it's good because it shows that Sam Darnold knows to not force it when JSN is being locked up. Geno, I feel like if it was Geno, he would try to force the ball to JSN and throw a pass that he shouldn't throw, and he's throwing a pick that he shouldn't throw. But Sam, he played decisively, and JSN showed up when he needed to. And in the final moments of the game, in crunch time, he showed up. And that is why we got him in the first round. And, this guy is an all-pro. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, offensively, I thought we did solid today. We could have done much better, but I thought we did okay. We didn't turn the ball over, and, we did good. We did a good balance of short and explosive plays, so I thought it was nice. Moving on to the defense. Defense played spectacular today up until the fourth quarter. Brian had the interception, but the fumble. Then he fumbled and lost it. In my opinion, I thought one of the Cardinals players touched his helmet while he was down before the ball popped out, but I guess they couldn't find enough evidence to overturn that, so it ended up being a fumble loss. But we got another. What is it? Another interception. Where it is? Where is it? Oh yeah, right here. So we got another interception. Who was it? I think it was where is he? Ernest Jones. I think he got the interception, and it was because it's crazy because he had the he he had Kyler had Marvin Harrison, but then Harrison just fumbled the ball, and he keeps looking ahead before securing the ball, and he bobbled it, and it just ended up in Ernest Jones' hands. Jones was just in the right place at the right time. But the defense played well overall. I mean, we limited to Kyler to only 200 passing yards, which I think is pretty good. Quarterback rating of 73.2, 6 sacks, which is amazing. So that's honest. That's really good by the defense right there. I know we kind of gave up not gave up, but we kind of like struggled in the fourth. We gave up 14 fourth quarter points to tie the game, but like overall we played solid. We just played a bad quarter. It happens. I know Mike's gonna go and talk to these guys, and they're gonna be hey, this is what we got to fix, and this is what we got to do to make sure we do not get in this position again, which is great. But overall, the defense played spectacular today. And like I said, outside of that fourth quarter, this defense played spectacular outside of a few penalties. And yeah, I mean, that's great. I mean, it's going to drop our scoring average a little bit. It's going to probably go from like 15.7 to like 17, but that's still insane. 20 points is good. You'll take a 20 points. But if you only allow 20 points, most of the time you won the game. You'll win the game. So, and that's what happened here. We won the game because we scored 23. So that's really good to see. We only limited. This is the third straight week where we've allowed an opponent to rush less than 100 yards. We have not allowed a rushing touchdown. I don't think. Yeah, we have not. We still have not allowed a rushing touchdown. We are the last team in the NFL to not allow a rushing touchdown, which is great. It shows how good our run defense is, and Ernest Jones has been backing that up. I know it says 5.2 a carry, but keep in mind, 89 yards as a team throughout the whole game, not really something you want to see. And outside, and it was just that one. Literally, it was all because of that one long run that Murray had. Outside of that, like 12 yards for a long 8. We overall did a great job of limiting the explosive runs and explosive plays. So that's really great to see. And I mean, yeah, like overall great team win. Special teams did well. We did not allow them to get good returns. We had a couple of solid returns on our end, but special teams did great today. And I think that was a good choice. I think there was a reason why they kept Jay Harbaugh, and we're seeing that he actually does know how to coach special teams. I think he just had bad personnel, and now we have better personnel for him. So that's really good to see. And but we're in a good spot. We won a division game. We're 1-1 with our division games, which is great. Because we're gonna have to face the Rams coming up soon, and obviously we're gonna have to face the Cardinals again. But the Rams will be facing. I don't know what week we'll be facing them, but we'll face the Rams. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Week 11. So we face them in week 11. And then we'll face them week 16, which will unveil our rivalries. But yeah, great game overall, like I said. And I want to talk about Sam Darnold again. That one rushing attempt he had where he didn't force it. He understood it was man-to-man, and he ran for that like 24-yard carry. Like overall, this team just played decisive today. Outside of a few penalties, we played very solid team ball, which is the Mike Macdonald way. So again, this is another Mike Macdonald win. We didn't give up until the very end, and we capitalized on a mistake that the Cardinals did with not kicking the ball in the landing zone. And we capitalized on Marvin Harrison making a mistake with not catching that football, and Ernest Jones caught that ball to pick it off. I do remember Kyler throwing another pick-worthy throw, I should say, to Julian Love, and Julian just dropped it. And I remember I was watching after halftime, Mike said, first we got to catch the balls that are thrown our way, which he was giving a direct shout-out to Love. But, that just shows, and that just shows how unfiltered Mike is, but we need that as coach. We need him to instill, like, hey, when you make mistakes, I'm going to call you out on it, and you got to do better. And that's what we need in a head coach, to kick these guys in the butt and keep them going. So that's really good to see. And, man, this team looking good so far. We'll see how we do facing an even better opponent against the Buccaneers next week. They're 3-0 as of right now. Yeah, it's going to be a good game for sure. It will definitely be a good game. But I will be making a preview video on that sometime next week, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I think that's all I have for this video. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Seahawks and Seattle sports content. Oh, and I will be making a video. Once again, I'll be making a Mariners video right after I post this, so stay tuned for that. And thank you for stopping by. Have a good night, and go Hawks, go Mariners, and go Kraken.